How many times did I say to you, the Maple Leafs deserve credit for the defense they are playing, even when they were losing games in this series? They are playing the Boston Bruins style of hockey, and they are out-Bruinsing the Bruins. It's unbelievable to me. That's why I say it feels like a Twilight Zone. Because if you had told me in this series that all these games are going to be low-scoring and defensive, and that the Bruins would have a 3-1 series lead, guess what happens next? Fill in the blank, Trav. I'd say 5 games. Good night, Irene. Mm-hmm. But that's not the case. I do not believe there's any issues per se. I think the Maple Leafs are just playing that good a defense.
Clearly, I mean, and offensively, the better team. We knew that.
We
saw
already
in
knew
regular
that.
season,
Yes.
more skilled.
Yes.
It's the physicality of it. It's the coaching, which is wild to say about Sheldon Keefe.
Yeah.
And this is a team, you knew what you're going to get. Backs to the wall, down 3-1. But without their best player in Austin Matthews especially. And that was a question of, do they get Matthews back?
I don't know.
For
I
Game
thought he'd
7?
be back for
and
Game 6.
And does he ride in like the White Knight? I think it's a concussion. I think it's something serious.
It's got to be serious, clearly.
To keep him out of these last 2 games. But you've given them confidence.
Yeah.
You've given them air. And they certainly have the momentum right now. The one thing, and I said it last time, it's Twilight Zone. The one thing is, the saving grace for the Bruins is goaltending's not your issue. And that's what's wild. You know where you're getting behind them. You just have to give Jeremy Swayman some help, and they can't. They're unable to.
Let me play devil's.
No.
Let me play devil's advocate.
I don't.
Because
I
I
knew you were
agree.
giving me that look.
I agree with you, and I'm a Sway guy, right? Swayman's playing well. He's been put in a tough spot here to be the hero, and he is playing well. But he's not getting any run support. He's not getting any offense. Mm-hmm. George, I need a spark. Hold on.
That.
I need a spark from somewhere. Could I argue that a switch to Allmark for Game 7 could be a spark that I need? Not blaming Jeremy Swayman, but saying we got to shake it up. We got to do something. Sure, you can make some lineup changes too. I'm not opposed to that. But going with a new goal, because here's what's funny. Can we talk about this for a second? Just you and I. You are the king of, hey, Trav, this is what they've been doing all year. They alternate goals.
No.
Hold on. This is what you said.
Keep them
We can
fresh.
check the tape. You are the king of, you got to alternate. And I was saying early in the series, stick with Sway. He's got the hot hand. You're like, hey, this is what they do. They have 2 great goalies for a reason. And we argued about it. Now we're here at G-damn Game 7, and I'm saying, you know what? This team needs a spark. Make some lineup changes. Make a goalie change. Mm-hmm. It's not blaming Sway. Mm-hmm. I'm a Sway dude. Mm-hmm. But I need something here because we have got to get out of the Twilight Zone. And look at you now saying stick with Sway. This whole series has flip-flopped like a sandal. It's unbelievable to me, George.
What spark does it provide your team if you pull your goalie that's allowing under 1.5 goals against with a almost 950 save percentage, where you've only scored 2 goals the last 2 games? Should be 1 goal the last 2
Facts.
games. So what spark does Linus Ullmark supply? I don't care. I'm wrong. I said rotate and stick with it, and I don't give a damn. I'll gladly be proven wrong. That's the thing about me. I'll talk all the trash I want. You prove me wrong. Good on you. Game is the game.
Facts.
Game is the game.
So then what you got to do something.
The confidence that Swayman gives these guys playing behind them.
Yeah.
Where he's making saves they know they can't. Before Nylander had the 2nd goal of the night, he had to stop on a breakaway, one-on-one, stood up, right? The spark you need to find is in that top 6. Is in your best skaters. You got to find a Hampus Lindholm, Charlie McAvoy. We've seen this story before with those 2, especially Lindholm since he's become a Bruin.
Yeah.
Pasta, have the shots, but play your hockey where one swing of your stick changes the outcome of a game, and we're just not seeing that from him. Swayman has been amazing. And someone said, you continue the rotation because of rest, because whatever it takes into being a goalie. But goalie Bob went to Jim Montgomery and said, no, stick with Sway. And stuck with the hot hand. He has not let them down. He can only bail them out so many times. But when he's stepping up, especially the last 3 games, 24 saves, 31 saves, 24 saves. And over that span, He's allowed 5 goals in the last 3 games. Out of all that together, what more do you want from him? He's doing his thing. He's locked in. He's dialed in. You stick with him.